Yo, welcome to the latest edition of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Today's episode, man, this is getting ridiculous, man. Jason Whitlock is at it again. This is ridiculous. Deion Sanders can't catch a break from Jason Whitlock. All you guys know who Jason Whitlock is. That's why some of his comments, the controversy, stuff that he says, and I think that's why FS1 let him go. Straight up blasphemy. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Appreciate everybody that's commented on the podcast. I see all the comments. Hashtag salute. I respond to all the comments. And like I said, your comment could be featured on the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Y'all know what my mantra is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. Hashtag salute. And like I said, turn on your post notifications so you'll know when Simply Ball Dropping drops another hot banger. Also, we do sports. We do hot topics. We do the round table talk. And we do the marriage chronicles. So you guys follow them podcasts as well. On the marriage chronicles, the round table talks. They're all the videos are in the library. I appreciate everybody's support. Like I said, hashtag salute. Well, you know, guys, I'm not going to hold you. But before we get started, this episode is sponsored by...
This episode is sponsored by True Choice Insurance. Here at True Choice, we take a different philosophy when it comes to providing you with your insurance options. We emphasize the value of the products we offer, instead of playing on the fear of you not being protected in your time of need. True Choice is affiliated with more than 60 insurance companies. This makes us one of the most independent agencies in the state of Texas. Please visit TrueChoiceInsurance.com for all your insurance needs.
And once again, man, shout out to my man Brian Kelly and his wife over there at True Choice Insurance. You guys get with them for all your insurance needs. Visit their website. Tell them K-Sap sent you. Visit them at www.truechoiceinsurance.com. Man, I'm all over this, man. And Jason Whitlock, he's making himself look more and more ridiculous every time he talks. But before we get into it, you know what I always say, DJ, kick the beat.
Yeah. Simply Ball Dropping. What's up, family? K-Sap, we up. Ain't no stopping. I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve, making you haters believe I'm the MVP. Ask Mr. V and R&B, they do all sports, whether it's on the field or the court, from the arena to the ring. What? You want to swing? I rope a dope like the one on this boxing thing. That's a punchline. I'm the greatest of all times. That's something on your mind. Hit us up on the line for that round table talk. Ask B Hunt and Sheena and K-Sap too. For their views on our dudes, marriage chronicles for you lovers. Oh, I'm married to the game. The championships, the only time I want to ring. K-Sap, the man behind the mic. Check 1, 2. It ain't a rap until I say it's a rap. Just fall through, pull up. The hottest pod smoking. Yeah, I got you open. This freestyle brought to you by James Ford. Paid promotion. Yeah, simply ball dropping. You know what time it is. Pull up. Chop it up with your family, man. K-Sap, what up?
And now, your host of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the man behind the mic, K-Sap.
Shout out to my man James IV for that hot intro. Yes, we all over it, man. And like I said, man, Jason Whitlock is saying some blasphemy over Deion Sanders. I don't know what it is about Jason Whitlock that he has against, you know, the black athletes, the black coaches, the black culture. I really don't know. But if you guys go back and look at some of his controversial things when he was on FS1, when he had his show Whitlock, He branched off. He has a podcast, so it's called Unleashed. So he can sit there and say anything he wants and get away with it. But it's certain people like myself and other people that's in the media and podcasters, we call him out. We call a spade. And y'all remember last week when Deion and the Colorado Buffaloes faced TCU. And after the game, after their, victory, he had some things to say about Deion in his post-game press conference. The way Deion was acting and the way he was shadowing the victory with him glossing and gloating, being magnified on national television in front of a bunch of reporters and the media outlet. And he basically just unleashed on Deion. And he's very hypocritical, man. This guy, Jason Whitlock, he's bad for business, man. But what he does, like they say, controversy sells. And whatever he's doing, people are all over it. Like myself, we fall into it. The media, the podcasters, we fall into it because it's a storyline and everybody wants to talk about it. But the way he unleashed after the post-game press conference, it's very, uncanny of somebody of that stature to even utter some of the words that he's uttered. Guys, I want y'all to listen to what Jason Whitlock had to say, and y'all tell me what you think, and we'll come back and we'll get off into it. But listen to what Jason Whitlock had to say.
Does Deion Sanders believe in Deion Sanders? He's certainly not acting like a believer in himself, the Colorado Buffaloes, or the God he proclaims when he occasionally takes a break from self-promotion. Following Colorado's upset of 17th-ranked Texas Christian, Primetime behaved like an insecure 29-year-old woman trying to convince herself that streaming reality TV shows, cooking shashuka, and getting drunk at a Beyonce concert beats marriage and kids. Here's the thing that Deion and his supporters don't understand. Believers don't take victory laps after one win. Believers know they're on a never-ending journey. Believers demonstrate their faith by giving the glory to God and smothering themselves in humility. This is my problem with Deion Sanders. He professes faith in Jesus Christ and himself that he contradicts at every turn. Despite his athletic success, wealth, natural charm, and good looks, Deion Sanders is actually insanely insecure. He camouflages his self-doubt with gold chains, bluster, and bullying. He's 56 and insists that people refer to him as Prime, a secular materialistic character he created as a child at Florida State. The lack of evolution and maturity are stunning. What's equally shocking is how many people play along with his cosplay. Most of the media celebrated Sanders' post-game antics. White reporters fear being labeled racist. Black reporters fear being labeled sellouts. The ex-jocks with a platform all want to be Deion and fear jeopardizing their invitation to speak to the Colorado football team. Deion ruined a fun, feel-good sports story. He needlessly racialized a game and demonized individuals who meant him no harm. I've tried my best to support Deion Sanders. I can't do it anymore. I spent the last 6 or 7 years hoping Deion's proclaimed Christian faith would begin manifesting itself in his public behavior.
Wow. Now you guys heard what Jason Whitlock had to say. Jason Whitlock basically says that Deion Sanders is insecure. And then he goes on to question his Christian beliefs. How can you sit there and tell another man that he's insecure and you questioning his Christian beliefs? Straight up blasphemy. Wherever Whitlock gets these little storylines, what he comes up with, and what he wants to say about certain people is straight up ridiculous. Even when he had his show, The Whitlock, on FS1, his thing was coming after the black community, saying a lot of things about LeBron James. Even when the thing happened with George Floyd, the ridiculous and outlandish things he said about that whole situation. Like, we praising this guy, George Floyd. Why are we praising somebody that has been in trouble with the law before, and then we making it like it's a racial thing? His comments on that was gross. Also, the Tyree Nichols situation, when he got beat up by the cops. Basically, he went on to say that Tyree Nichols deserved that. Another outlandish statement, another blasphemy. And, you know, we don't try to make it a racial thing, but in this situation, it's almost like black on black crime. No support for Deion Sanders. It's like Whitlock has no support for the black community at all. A lot of people call him Uncle Tom. A lot of people call him a sellout. A lot of people call him a coon. You can call him what you want to call him. But it's downright disrespectful for him to say some of the things he said about Deion Sanders. Now we go into week 2. Deion Sanders prevails again, and he's 2-0. 2 victories. 1 victory better than last year. And this is the start of the season. He's got 2 straight to begin the season. And Jason Whitlock is still hating. It's terrible of what Jason Whitlock is doing, trying to demoralize Deion's character, question a lot of things that Deion says. It's just downright disrespectful. And, you know, we take it upon ourselves to get these storylines and talk about it. It's just, I don't even know what to say. But y'all leave y'all's comments down below. And y'all tell me what y'all think about Jason Whitlock. This story is going to keep going on and on, because the more Deion wins, the more he's going to get disrespected. But the crazy thing about it is, I always said, when Deion was a player, the way he played, the brashness, the high stepping, the showboating, the bandana, the jewelry. Back then, Jason Whitlock loved that. He loved it when he was playing with his Cowboys. He loved it. But now that he's a coach and he's 56 years old and he turned a new leaf into the coaching carousel, and he's doing what he said he was going to do, but no, you want to shit on him. Like I said, it's downright disrespect. And Jason Whitlock got to be stopped. Somebody got to come at him. Somebody got to tell him. And like I said, he's free to do what he want to do. He's free to say what he want to say because of his podcast. You know, he can critique anybody the way he wants to critique, but it's always bad-mouthing the black community. Somebody get Jason Whitlock a woman. He got too much time on his hands. And the crazy thing about it is, the more and more Deion wins, the more and more hate we're going to see from Jason Whitlock. I mean, this podcast might seem like I'm a little angry. I'm not angry. It's just the fact that it's downright disrespect, and y'all can hear it in my voice. But like you guys always do, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And y'all just let me know what you think. This is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms. another one.